Breaking tonight, Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel says she will prosecute 16 Republicans who she's accusing of being false electors in the 2020 election.
Political reporter Rick Albin in studio tonight breaking down those charges. Rick?
There are a lot of them, Brian and Sue. One of those people being charged is the mayor of Wyoming, 69-year-old Kent Vanderwood. The charges stem from the presidential election that President Trump said was stolen, though dozens of independent investigations turned up no such proof. The January 6 riots were an attempt to stop the certification of that election, and the idea of replacing electors was a part of that attempted change to the outcome of the vote. Vanderwood and 15 others are charged with multiple felonies for allegedly signing fraudulent election certificates claiming Donald Trump won Michigan instead of Joe Biden. Those charges include conspiracy to commit forgery, 2 counts of forgery, 1 count of uttering and publishing. Each of those carries a maximum 14-year prison sentence. All 16 are charged with 1 count of conspiracy to commit election fraud, a 5-year felony, and 2 counts of election law forgery, a 5-year felony. Also charged from our area are Rose Rook of Paw Paw and Ken Thompson of Orleans. Sean Maddox from Milford, the former co-chair of the Republican Party and the wife of the current state representative Matt Maddox, is also charged. According to Nessel, the group met in the basement of the Republican headquarters to sign the fraudulent documents that, according to the AG's release, said that they were, quote, duly elected qualified electors for president and vice president of the United States for the state of Michigan, end quote. Then they sent that information to the U.S. Senate and National Archives, according to Nessel, to replace the candidates actually elected in the state. In the last few minutes, we received a statement from the city of Wyoming that says, quote, we are aware of the charges against Kent Vanderwood. These actions did not take place in his capacity as a city official. With any charges, there is a legal process that needs to be followed, end quote. The Attorney General's office said this is an ongoing investigation, has not ruled out further charges against other people who may have been involved. Brian, Sue?
Rick, former GOP co-chair of the party, a sitting mayor. Have you ever seen anything like this?
You know, I was thinking about presidential elections. In 1962, the popular vote between Kennedy and Nixon was really close, and some in the Kennedy camp, in the Nixon camp rather, wanted to pursue if all those votes were accurate, and they were kind of pulled back by the then failed candidate. You'll recall in 2016, there were some concerns about, well, even before that, in 2000, remember, it was until mid-December that the states certified the presidential vote, and Al Gore then gave his concession speech well after the election, but there was nothing like this. And then in 2016, in early January, when those votes were being certified, some Democrats in the chamber stood up and tried to object to Donald Trump being certified. And the then president of the Senate said, hold on, we can't have amendments. It's over, folks. This is done. President of the Senate happened to be then Vice President Joe Biden. But I've never seen anything like this. And it'll be fascinating. In fact, I know that we're following this tonight. Taylor's working on a story to get the legal aspect of it, to find out where this might go and what it means for those people who are accused.
Yeah,
right.
A lot more to come. Rick Albin, thank you.
Thanks, Rick.